All right, Libra. Here is the energy coming through. Nice, nice, nice. So the Queen of Pentacles is a very in tune woman. She is in tune with her surroundings and herself. Very open, very generous, very loving. That's a good sign. That means that, and I do think that this is you guys pulling in this energy right now, that you're feeling like in tune, in harmony. And in the past, temperance. So I think you're feeling this way because in the past you found some balance with your mind and your emotions. So there's a difference between temperance and the star. The star is more about emotional balance, where temperance is saying that you're tempering your emotions with your mind. And that, you know, even though this is the card of Sagittarius, it very much reminds me of you guys because you are some critical thinkers. And you have some emotional backing as well, but here you're showing that you have some serious balance. And in the present, wow. Wow. Okay, so the Emperor is all about getting your house in order. This is where power, order, and structure comes into play. And again, when you follow the path from the Fool to the Empress, the Emperor comes in and he puts order to everything. But this is Aries. And Aries, you know, I have to wonder. I have to wonder if you guys don't have an Aries around you right now that's making you feel like that. Now, also with the Emperor, and this doesn't get talked about a lot, it could also mean that you have an older man that is coming into your life. And he is very kind, but he may like rule with an iron fist, but he's doing it for your benefit. There's no intentional hurt going on here. But it could also mean that you're falling for an older man. So something's going on here. In the future, oh. So the Ten of Wands now, it's a good thing that this didn't start the reading, because usually when you have a reading that starts with the Ten of Wands, it means that you can't do it. It just shouldn't be done at that time. This is carrying a burden. So you have this Emperor here, and you've got these Ten of Wands, and it's like the wands are blocking your view. You can't see what's coming through because you're carrying this burden. It's almost like you're too focused on you right now, which is okay. But if this is a good thing coming through, you don't want to be blocking that either. The best path to follow? Now, because you have two queens, usually when you see two queens in a reading, depending on their position, it could mean that there is a rivalry going on. But because this is the best path to follow, I think with the Queen of Pentacles with the Cups is telling you that instead of being like the Queen of Swords, which would be the one that represents you, you need to take a little bit of the Queen of Pentacles, working with what you have, being in tune with yourself and your surroundings, and be emotionally wise and loving. Because again, here, you know, you're blocking something coming through, and I think it's this man right here. The influences around you. So the Eight of Pentacles is good. It's showing that you're doing some hard work, but you're seeing the results of the hard work that you're doing. And again, it's about you. It's about here, this is all about you and what you're doing to better yourself. But it's like your higher self is telling you, hey, you need to take in a little bit of this and don't block him. Your hopes and your fears. Oh my. So the Five of Swords is all about, are you winning the fight or is the other person winning the fight? Why are you fighting at all? This is a no-win situation. And I still don't see there being a conflict with these two queens here, because this is the energy that you're pulling through. I don't think that this is a person, because when you connect it with Temperance, this is all about you and your harmony and your balance. It has nothing to do with some kind of competition going on here. This, though, is mental. That's mental nonsense. It's like you're arguing with yourself on whether or not you need to kind of separate those wands a little bit so you can see him. And again, you know, you see the pattern here. This is you working on yourself, which is good. But if you have this person around you right now, don't block them out. Now, I don't know. I'm seeing, you know, more so this being, you know, and again, because we're doing general readings here, this could be a male or female, but I do definitely think this is an Aries coming through. And they're going to be kind, and they might be older. And it's like, you're like, no, no, no. Your outcome. The Four of Wands. Nice. Again, this is about you. The Four of Wands is like you're seeing your four walls being built. The foundation has been set and the four walls are up and you're celebrating. This is all about celebration. You're celebrating the hard work that you did and you're seeing the results. There's still more to do, but as far as your inner life goes, you guys are doing fantastic. But here, it's like, I still think you're being told that you need to open up emotionally because this person might be a good thing. Now, as far as a relationship goes, I don't know. I have to wonder, though, with the Five of Swords, if you're not mentally going, no, that's not what I want. Maybe that's not what this person wants either. But I don't think that this is a bad thing coming through. I really do think that this is somebody that's wanting to help you, especially with the achievements that you have going on here. And with Libra, you guys tend to think too much and you analyze everything, you know, and you're very like diplomatic about stuff. Everything is in a logical sense, right? But here you're showing that emotional balance. And here again, it's saying, don't forget about your emotions and don't block anything good coming into your life. So I think that you guys are doing fantastic in your life, and not only in your outside life, but your inside as well. It looks fantastic. But I think here with Temperance and then the Queen of Cups is don't ignore your emotions completely. You don't want to let that emotional vibe totally go to the wayside. So Temperance is still good, but don't forget about that. And this person here might be coming in to help you. I really think that this person is going to come through and he's going to help you, especially feel that celebration like you have achieved something great. All right, Libra. Here is the energy coming through. Very nice. So the Eight of Pentacles is all about putting in some hard work, but you are seeing the results of the hard work that you're putting in. So this is really good. And in the past, so the Page of Cups is usually about messages coming through for new creative opportunities or romance or love. So with the Eight of Pentacles, I see this as a good message that might be coming through for you to try something a little bit more creative, especially where you're putting in some hard work right here. And in the present, wow. So the King of Pentacles is, and I love to refer to him this way, he is like King Midas. Everything that he touches is going to turn to gold. This is a very dependable person. He understands what it means to give and to receive. So here I'm wondering if maybe some of you might not be getting messages coming through where you might have an opportunity to have a creative partnership with a dependable person here, especially with the Eight of Pentacles going on. And in the future, wow. Wow. So the Ten of Pentacles is all about absolute financial security. This is enjoying what you have and looking to the future to see what else you can do. So, wow. You're putting in some hard work here. You're seeing the results, and there it is. This is fantastic. This is like guaranteed financial security. And here, these messages are coming through. The best path to follow. Oh my God. So, the Queen of Pentacles is a very loving and open person. She is in tune with herself and her surroundings. And wow, I'm wondering if some of you aren't feeling this way right now. In tune with yourself, seeing all the beautiful things that are around you, which are right here. And then here is this king. And then on top of all of this, you have the messenger of love right there. So I have to wonder if maybe some of you don't have this wonderful relationship going on in your life right now that's very secure. And the influences around you. Wow. So the Fool is all about taking that leap of faith. This is the brand new soul. He has no preconceived notions of nothing. He is just going with the flow, and he's getting ready to start that new journey. Wow. And again, going back to the Ten of Pentacles, it's looking to the future to see what else you can do with what you have. And here it is. I think some of you are focused on your futures. And then some of you may be having this relationship with another person where it's so loving and dependable and secure. This is a really fantastic reading. So now your hopes and your fears. So in this position, I see the Knight of Swords as being somebody who is arrogantly charging in. Now, usually the Knight of Swords has a pure message, but he is delivering it in a harsh way. And I wonder if maybe some of you aren't feeling like charging in too quickly into this new journey here. And you don't want to do that. You know, the Fool is all about having no preconceived notions of nothing. And he's just going with it and taking that leap, where the Knight of Swords is all about just charging in. So I have to wonder, you know, you have this situation where you're looking at your future. There's this possible relationship. You have all these wonderful things going on around you. Here's this messenger here. Here's the beginning of the journey. And then there's the Knight of Swords. Like, maybe some of you are worried about charging in too quickly into taking this new journey. And your outcome? Wow. So strength is all about finding that inner strength. So, and it's clear to me now why this is in your hopes and your fears. It's almost like you're fearful of maybe the obstacles that may be in your path, but strength is telling you that you are going to have the power to go through whatever journey you have planned. You are okay. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about charging in too quickly into a new situation, especially with all this good stuff going on here. And if it does have to do with a relationship here, you definitely have the inner strength. And there's so much good going on around you. This is just, don't even worry about it. You have a beautiful opportunity here to do something with what you have. And remember, the page is also about creative messages coming through as well. This is a really good read. This is really beautiful. And I really do think that you guys have a fantastic opportunity here to do something really beautiful with your life. So you guys definitely have some really nice things going on here. And I do think that you might have messages coming through. But with the Knight of Swords, It could be looked at in two ways. This is about being brave and taking on the challenge, but on the flip side, it could be about being a little bit too impulsive. But regardless, with strength pulling out on top, you guys are going to do something really fantastic with your lives.